Howdy, you guys. So, we have quite a long video that we're going to put out here. I feel like it's only appropriate that I say this video is going to be a trigger warning. Do not take, do not watch this video if you are easily angered by misogyny and just a hatred for women. This man's rich220. He is a domestic beater. I have documents proving it, along with some stuff he says in this. Again, this is going to be some misogynistic fucking just hatred for women that this man has, and we're going to cover it. So let's get into it.
Lauren, I have what the heck is it? I had congestive heart failure on April
Bullshit.
11th. 3 years before that, I had a heart attack
Mm.
and I had a stent put in my arteries.
Okay, we can discuss this for a minute. Rich, something you don't know is I have been walking about a mile every day for the past month. And I'm starting to feel better, happier, fucking, I don't know what it is about it. Um, and the reason why I'm doing that is because multiple reasons. I'm gonna talk about this because I want you to understand these, and maybe you'll hear my words and want to get into shape because there's still time. Main reason is my back, my lower back. Last month I was diagnosed with degenerative disc disorder in my lower back and my upper neck. Um, that's something that will never get better. It can only get worse as my life progresses. But if me losing, I'm at 310 pounds, so I can get down to about 200, 250, then that's better than where I'm at now. Um, Other things is I have asthma and COPD. Childhood asthma and COPD. It wasn't brought on by being a fat fuck. It was just is what it is. But according to my doctor, my lung doctor, my lung specialist, it'll get better if I lose weight. It won't fully go away, but it'll get better because my body won't be having to fucking haul around all this weight. Um, and diabetes and heart attacks run in my family. And I don't want to be 40. I don't want to be dad, be 40 and have a heart attack. And my main reason is for the longest time I haven't took care of myself. As a matter of fact, a lot of people know this is I've had a heavy hatred for myself for a long time. Um, I don't know why. I've searched for love everywhere, and then other people's girlfriends. So that I need to love myself, and the only way I'm gonna love myself is I can lose all this and feel confident. Um, but yeah, Rich, you'll feel better. You'll feel confident. Just start walking. Just you don't have to walk a mile. Just walk point fucking 2 miles a day. Point 14, 0.7 miles, buddy. Friend, I'm being your friend right now. Nobody can help you besides yourself. And when it comes to weight, it's a uphill battle that you will have to fight. You are going to feel like shit the first time you step out of your house and actually walk. You're going to feel like death, especially you. You're going to feel like death, but you power through it. Now let's keep going because I don't want this to be like 2 hours long or not.
Oh, yeah, I'm okay. I mean, as good as could be expected, but I got to stop eating pizza and stuff like that. That's not good for me. I think from now on, when the realtor gets pizza and stuff, I'm going to let the other guys have it. I think I'll
Yeah.
just do is just drink water.
Mm.
That's what I've been doing today. I went through like four of these.
Did you know?
That's okay. There's nothing you can do about it. We all fall apart at certain times, some sooner than others. And you try and make the best out of what you have. Oh, I don't believe me. Jesus. When I cook, even if I cook red meat, I don't use salt. I don't bother with that. And I actually have given up on putting bread on any hamburgers or anything like that. I just have the hamburger straight out the way it is without
We
bread.
have proved that wrong, Rich.
I don't do any of that stuff anymore.
Let's skip
Well,
this.
that's
don't know where exactly it starts at.
you're in. Like there are still some women out there that are decent. I don't want to say childish mind. Pepsi Cola.
Painstaking to watch,
I
Rich.
have no idea. I don't know this guy that just popped in either. Pepsi Cola. I have no idea who that is.
What do you know? It's YouTube. You don't know anybody that pops in. My name Rich. I suck dick.
Hmm. Oh, that's a
Please
good.
be my friend.
That's what we call stress release or relief.
Yep, that's what we call it. Stress release. Relief.
It depends on, I mean, it depends on your significant other. If it's a person that is making your life a living hell, then
Well, here we
yeah, that's
go.
always a good thing that you get rid of them, because, a lot of women have it mixed up. We have, a lot of guys actually have I don't want to say childish mind, but there's some parts of our youth that we don't let go.
No, Rich. That's not all true. Look, let's went back to your guys' hobby. But you're about to fucking just shit on a bunch of women and all this shit, dude. No, what it was you wanted her to dress up in pigtails and let you sleep with her, and that's what it was.
Of, and they consider that to be childish. But that's kind of like, I don't know how you call it. That's what makes up our DNA, I mean, who we are. And if they take things seriously all the time, that's not good for anybody.
Oh, this is just the start of it, people. This gets really bad. Says that women need to go back to wearing chastity belts and they don't deserve the right to vote. And
Well, like I said, it all depends on what kind of relationship you're in. Like there are still some women out there that are decent. Not all of them are bad. There's a lot of them that are bad, but there's still a few of them out there that don't believe in all that hype, and garbage and drama. And then you have your others that like to sit there and try and play like, you're the child, they're your mother, and or they're your boss, or they're in control of you.
look, Rich, a relationship's 50-50. Here's the deal. This is how I view relationships. Take that for what it will is, but I can give this advice because I've been with more women than Rich has. Yes, that's right. Been in more relationships than Rich has. So if we're gonna have a dick swing contest, let's have a dick swing contest. But anyways, look, if I am with somebody, let's say I'm gonna go out. Let's say I'm gonna go to a car show with Dad, or I'm gonna go do this. I'm gonna check on my spouse, not for permission, but say, hey, do you care? Do you have anything that you want to do? If so, I won't do this. It's courtesy for your spouse. It's not, that's not them wanting to be your mom. That's courtesy for your spouse, respect for your spouse.
That doesn't work in a real.
Also, you'll probably this is probably another thing you mean by that. Let's say you're supposed to be walking in your baby Huey shirts, Rich, and your spouse goes, "Hey, I don't really want you to wear that to the family get together because you kind of look fat." That's not her being a bitch. She has a right to say that, and you could be like, "Well, you know what? I like this shirt. I like the way it." But what you would do, and that's what I would do, is I would be like, "Okay, I'll change it." It avoids the argument. It makes her feel better. Just like if you don't like something your wife is wearing, you should be able to tell hey, I don't really think that's appropriate for what we're doing. Or, that's not controlling it. That again, that's respect for each other.
relationship. And the sooner a
My
woman,
point is, with the relationship, you're supposed to look out for each other. But he's only been one man, and he has a fucking. I think his mom didn't hug him enough, or mommy did something to him because he has a fucking vile hatred for women.
woman figures that out, the better off they're going to be. You know, you can't sit there and as a woman be yourself and expect the guy you're with not to be himself. It doesn't work
What
that way.
the fuck are you talking about? No, Rich, dude. I have personally talked to your stepson. I have personally talked to people that knew you and her relationship, Rich. You would come home after you told her to quit her job at FedEx. You would fucking literally come home. She'd be at bars or you go to bars and you would get fucking steaming jealous because some dude was looking at your girl or talking to your girl. Grow the fuck up. Seriously. If you're that shallow and you're that fucking conceited, we're not talking about you're fucking 18 and this is your first girlfriend, first serious girlfriend. We're not talking, well, kind of are, but you mature. At fucking, he's in his late 20s, early 30s. She's 10 years, so she's 40. If they can steal your girl that easy, bro, she wasn't your girl. And that's what it is. Him getting mad over what he's talking is fear of his spouse being taken by another man. It's a jealousy. It's anger. It's hate.
Yeah, much less stress, lower
And then
blood
he acts like this is a fucking Disney princess fucking fairy tale land where when you're mad at your spouse and you guys have a real argument, we're not talking just mad, we're talking about an argument that you don't say things that hurt each other's feelings. Grow the fuck up. Especially if you're dating somebody like yourself. In my case, someone has an ego. You're definitely gonna fucking have fucking fucking water on a grease fire type shit.
pressure. The what do they call it? The honeydew checklist is gone. You know,
What the fuck is a honeydew checklist? I gotta Google this. The fuck are you talking about?
well, you know what? Not everybody that they actually submit to is a good man. That's the thing.
Submit. You're, look, if we're dating, I don't want you to submit to me. I don't want. I'm not that type of man where I believe that when you come through the fucking door, my dinner best be on the fucking table. I best have a beer. I best not have to deal with no kids. I better be able to sit down, watch TV after dinner. Your ass better be in that bed pleasuring me. That's what he's meaning by submissive. To submit to a man. I don't want that. You're your own person. Be your own person.
Women today, especially those ones that are into the internet scene, they're not interested in that. They're interested in
A honeydew checklist, which I didn't know what it was, is a household chore, repair, or task offered, often created by one of the spouses for the other. Rich, that's a relationship, bro. You're a fucking man. If the water spigot outside's broke, you should fucking fix it. Or pick up your phone and be a fucking millennial and call somebody to fix it. Do you understand that like the things that come with a relationship? Like, do you understand? Do you grasp? Because what you're saying is you don't grasp this. Look, I go out, I date this woman. We'll just say her name, fucking Candy. We'll say her name's Candy. I go out and I date Candy. Me and Candy get serious. Candy moves in. Candy still has the right to be her own person. She don't deserve to be, you know, you don't have no say. You do what I say to do it. when I say to do it, and how I say to do it. That's not right. If I come home and Candy says, "Hey, this stopped working. Can you fix it?" You stop what you're doing and you fix it. The same way, if you need something, she should help you. It's a 50-50 split, not 50 fucking 30.
Somebody that's making the same kind of money that they are off of the internet by literally, it's like legalized,
Porn?
uh, you know what
Porn has always been legal. Prostitution? What are you talking about? Because prostitution's never been legal.
I mean. I'm not going to say it because I don't know what kind of kids are in here or whatever, but the fact of the matter is that guys don't usually do that. We actually work for a living.
Okay, I said this in my live. I'm gonna say it again. I'm not gonna give out this person's name. I know they watch my videos, and I'm to lie, not to lie. I'm still kind of attached to this person. We broke up suddenly, but she did OnlyFans. She wasn't like a millionaire. She wasn't, but I was supportive of that. Like let's do it. Like it just boggles my mind that you want to be fucking entertained and say, "Oh, a woman, she should not be doing OnlyFans." No, like, bro, get in there, make that video with her, dude. Mm. And I'm talking film. I'm talking set that shit up on a tripod. Let's get jiggy with it. Let's do this shit. Like, come on, bro. Let's get kinky with it, bro. The fuck's no wonder. I mean, dude, you are fucking.
That's the part that we take seriously. When we come home, we don't need a significant other that's going to treat us like a child or emasculate us or be.
You probably don't know the definition of emasculate. Treat you like a child. So telling you, hey, can you fix this? This is broke. I don't know how. You're the man. Fix it. That's not emasculating you. Having a fucking list that she hands you the minute you walk through the door of chores to do. That's you would have to do that shit whether she was there or not. You still throughout this whole fucking thing, you don't explain what she did to whatever demasculate you. However the fuck you say that big ass word. You don't even say what she did. You're saying because she gave you a chore list and told you to do this and told you, hey, I don't really want you to do this. That was emasculating you, which is that's not at all true. But it's more the same shit. You using no big word like thermal breakdown and fucking the pot calling the kettle black when you don't even know the definition of these fucking words you're throwing around. What they mean.
A narcissistic, self-absorbed person towards us.
Explain. Get on here and fucking explain. Because I know you're fucking relationship rich, so you're not gonna fucking do this. She was a victim. Narcissist. Do you know what you're a narcissist? By definition, look at definition. You are a narcissist. You are an egotistical, self-absorbed narcissist. Rich. I have an ego, and sometimes I can be self-absorbed. Freely fucking admit that, Rich.
Right. But the thing is that after a while, it seems that a lot of women don't want to give anymore. They just want to take. And that's the biggest problem.
Give how, Rich? Well, she didn't have a job. You made sure she didn't have a job. You told her to be a stay-at-home mom to your then stepson. Um, how would so? Hang on, didn't want to go. So you probably are one of them dudes. When I come in, I zip my shit, and you. I don't care if you're fucking washing dishes. You owe me. Get on your knees and suck my. No, that's not how life works. No, you're also probably one of the dudes that no don't mean no to. Because if she's your wife, it's not rape. And you're fucking wrong. You are a pathetic little fucking weasel. And I would fucking love to see you get your fucking face rocked. I would fucking love it. You come on here with your eyeball hanging on your fucking skull. That would be fucking hilarious.
See, I tried going out and dating again, and I've been divorced for over 10 years, you know? But the women that I've run into or that I know have raised the same red flags as my
Look, Rich,
insignificant.
look, no woman. This ain't 1942. I know it's what time period you want to live in, Rich, but it's not. And why would you live back then, anyways? But I digress. For someone like you, it's because your woman is property. You own her. Like, no. I want my woman to chip in, to help out, pay her way, be your own person, work so you have your own money. It's still our money. It's like my money is your money. Your money is my money. That's how it works. You need something and I have it, I'll buy it. If I need something and you got the money, you buy it. That's how it works. Ain't no free ride. This ain't 1942. I don't want a woman that's submissive. You're your own person with your own thoughts, your own ways.
Other. And that's not me hyping up crap. That's just the reality of it.
You being a sexist
You know, they
pig
want
is
to
what
be
it
in
is.
control of something. They want to control your finances. They want to control how you talk.
Look, once you get in a relationship, it's no longer just your finances. It's like when she got in a relationship, it's no longer her finances. You're a team. Being in a relationship is a team. You work together to get where you need to get. Your money is no longer just your money. Your money is also her money. Her money is also your money. You don't have the right to tell her what she's going to spend her money on. Like, just like she has the right to tell you what you're gonna spend your money. It's not she don't have no right to tell her. She don't right to tell you. You guys are a group. If one sees that someone else needs something, you shouldn't have to tell her. It's a 50-50 split. You're there for each other. You're a team.
How you walk, what you say, what you
No woman.
do. And the problem with that
You're you're married, Rich. You don't get to just go on fucking rides at fucking 3 a.m. anymore. You have to be courteous to your spouse. How don't you know these things? But you only know one woman your whole fucking life, so now we know why.
is they can't control themselves. So who wins in that situation? Yeah,
Now, if you're a woman, you're all women are controlling bitches and can't control themselves. Apparently so, because they don't want to give you the time of day, Rich, so they can control something.
right. Yeah, there you go. No, me neither. And after, I mean, let's just put it this way, Tim. The one that I was married to, she was 10 years older than me. If anything, you would think that that person would be
My question is, how can you not keep up in bed with a 40-year-old, with a 50-year-old? Like how can't you keep up with somebody like that? Like that in of itself, dude, blows my mind that you couldn't do that.
a lot more mature than I am. You know what I'm
And
saying?
she was. She left
Not
your
so
ass.
much. I was never one that frequented bars. I was never one that drank heavily. You know, I was never abusive. There's just
Oh, you weren't rich? Hang on a sec, guys. Hang on a minute. Do 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 do. It's been a while. We're gonna have to scroll for a minute, but we're gonna fucking find it. So you're not a wife beater because what you admit to this. You admit to all this, Rich. Just so what I'm about to pull up. You admit to you fucking fat fuck. You prove that you're a wife beating piece of shit, or at least was charged with it, which still makes you a wife beating piece of shit. The most misogynistic fucking shit I have ever heard. Suck you guys. Yeah, we post a lot of shit on our community page, don't we? We're getting there. Here it is. So you guys can find this stuff yourself. It's right here where you can find it. Ready? Richard W. Furler. Let's see here. On 2004, on the 20th, W 2004, domestic violence. Restraining order issued on 04/11 of 2004. It was disposed, recalled on the 21st of 2004. So, it's right here. You've got New Jersey court record yourself.
Just some things, I was raised in my time period not to do, whereas others, it just doesn't bother them.
Oh,
And they
no, 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 no. Because you try to say that this is your
feel
father,
it's
that,
okay
that
to.
this is your father, that you try to say this is who this is your father, buddy. You try to say this is your father. So no, 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 no. You would have been raised in a house that would have been highly toxic and would have taught you it's okay to smack around your spouse. So make up your mind. But here in a minute, you're gonna throw all that out the door and own it. Own that the cops raid your house repeatedly, that your ex used to take up, according to you, which I don't believe this, but you beat the fuck out of her. You used to take a grapefruit, put it in a fucking stocking, and beat herself with it to leave bruises.
Yeah, but see, that's what we call a person that actually, what you want is a person that stands by your side, that's going to be there to help you out um, when you need help. You don't want somebody sitting there looking at you like, what do you expect me to do? Like, hello.
You're a fucking man, Rich. Buck up. Either you're this alpha male fucking Andrew Tate motherfucker you're trying to be right now. And you don't need nobody to show me, brother. I'm tough. I live by it. Urgh. Then you don't need a shoulder cry on, bitch. Here's how I view things. As a man, let's say you have a death in your family. Okay, I'll talk about my mom, for instance. When my mom passed away, I cried on dad's shoulder. I didn't cry in front of my grandma. I didn't cry in front of my grandpa. I didn't cry in front of my sister. Not because I'm fucking tough, brother, because I'm a man. After I found out, after everybody left, I walked up my grandpa's cell and I'll never forget it. My legs gave out. The best way, I hit the dirt. I just fucking sobbed, begged, pleaded, did everything I could. Came back, wiped my tears off, gathered my thoughts. Let's do this shit. Come on. I went there to make sure my grandma was okay. My grandma goes to bed. I set up that whole night holding a picture, family picture of my ex-spouse, my mom, my dad, my sister, my aunt, and my cousin. crying over that picture, fucking sobbing holding this picture. My point with that is, you're a man. People in times of stress and times of loss look for you to lean on. You be strong in those moments. It's okay to cry. Turn on the shower and cry. It's okay to cry. Go on a walk and cry. You're a man. Be a fucking man.
Same thing you would expect me to do if it was something that you had a problem with, you know?
You, what are you talking about? Had a problem with? So this ain't even like your mom died and you need a fucking hug. This is like her going to the bars and you and her going to the bars and you fucking her a dude talking to her. You're mine. Nobody should talk to you. How dare you? He might take you home. Like, bro, sit the fuck down with your old ass. Like, seriously, sit the fuck down.
I understand that. Yep, I know.
First of all, who the fuck would want your ugly old ass? Like, you ain't even got a neck, boy. If you ain't got a neck, then your little tellywhacker ain't got a neck either. It's probably turned into a vagina. You probably gotta hold up your flap to fucking get to pop out. It's like a fucking turtle. Turtle, 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 turtle.
Right. And you don't want somebody with a hidden agenda either.
Oh, hidden
Usually
agenda.
somebody with a hidden agenda plays an act in the beginning.
You would
Okay.
know way before
And
you
once
married
they
her that
think
she
they
had a hidden
got you
agenda.
and they got a clamp on you, that's when everything changes.
Is
From
it?
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yeah.
Then you see the real, nastiness in the person. That's the thing is like I said, after a while, you get wise to these things, and as you get older, you grow more mature.
You're a fucking idiot. Turtle, 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 turtle.
Dude, I'll tell you, I actually had one that used to sit there and stick a grapefruit in a pair of stockings and beat herself with it. You ever seen the movie A Thin Line Between Love and Hate? That's with Martin Lawrence. Women do that shit. That's how messed up they are in the head, because what they do is they take a bad relationship, okay?
I got a question. Me in the back. I got a question. See a question. Actually, more like a statement. More like a statement. Um, what's that, Rich? And notice what you just said. I never beat her, but yet she beat herself with a fucking stocking and a fucking grapefruit for no purpose at all, just because it was fucking fun. Ooh, chop.
That they get out of. And what they do is they bring all that hate and anger into the new relationship.
Look, I have dated some some very vengeful women, some very just nasty, hateful women. They do exist. I'm not saying they don't, but also very hateful men exist. And for one of the people, me and her just weren't right, but I don't regret her. She brought a joy to my life that I would have never knew and gave me something I would have never knew I wanted if it wasn't for her. And I wish her the best. We just weren't right for each other. I hope that her and him can be happy and she finds the love that she deserves because she does deserve love. I don't have any exes that I just fucking despise. even my high school ex-girlfriend that like we were together for 3 years, the one that left me right before, I don't have any hatred for her. I found out she's pregnant, getting ready to have kids. Like I am ecstatic for her. She deserves that. It was a fucking very how do I word this childish and stupid person with her. She deserved better than what she got from me. Rich, how can you have this much hatred in you for women? Your mom was a woman. I was a mommy's boy, dude. I love my mom to this day, and I miss her to this day just as much as I miss my boy. Not a day goes by I don't think about either one of them. How can you have this much hate in your heart for women? And want to group all women as one and make it sound like there's like 99% of women are just evil, bad people, and just for every one bad woman, there's one bad dude. For every woman that's been abused, there's a dude that's been abused. And yeah, sometimes they take trauma from their past lives and bring it. You expect them not to. It's a learning curve. You had to let that shit go.
Relationship where the person could be good for them, but they're never going to know because they're so hateful on.
Rich, everything you say in this video proves you're not good for no woman. You're not even good for a man. Your views are still stuck in 19 fucking 42 with your misogynistic, sexist shit. Here in a minute, you're gonna talk about how women don't have the right to vote. That things got worse for women when they got the right to vote. Like, dude, do you understand the line that statement crosses? Do you under fucking stand? If you were brave enough to make that argument to a fucking woman, dude, the women I know would fucking smack the fuck out of you just for saying that, bro. Look, I love my aunt to death. Me and my aunt don't share a lot of like political views that are the same. But, and she's the type that believes she don't need a man. Or at least that's how I see it. Maybe that's not how she feels. But if you would have said that shit about my aunt, bro, dude, she would fucking rip you a new asshole. And I'm not talking with her fist or just her fucking mouth. She would rip you a new asshole.
What the last person did to them. They don't know how to respond.
Rich, it takes time to let go of trauma. When relationship trauma happens, first of all, and my advice to anybody that has trauma from a past relationship, don't just jump into a new fucking relationship. Don't. Work on yourself. Try to heal from that trauma, that knife wound. Take it from me, who is just now healing from a recent past trauma, a past situation where my heart literally got ripped out of my chest, and I'm trying to rebuild it. I want to work on my. First of all, nobody can love you, Rich, if you don't love yourself. Don't go searching for love in women. You love yourself first.
How you respond is when you're in a new relationship. If your significant other in your old relationship has made your life a living hell, you leave that crap at the door when you find somebody new. Because if you bring that garbage in to your new relationship, it's not going to be any different in your old relationship. And that person.
No, dude, Rich. If your ex-wife's spouse before that, which I'm assuming would be her son's dad, beat the fuck out of her. Which I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what you're making it sound like. If that happened, and then you do everything to prove to her that you're not that man. That damn straight, get on your fucking knees and blow me. You owe me that. I'm the man around this bitch. That's showing her the total opposite of that. What you would do is if you get in a relationship with somebody that has been beaten or verbally abused or things like that, then you try to work and show them you're not that person. And it'll be harder than fuck to show them that, but you work and you fucking succeed because you love this person and you want to be with them. You don't, when they piss you off, fucking smack the fuck out. I don't give a fuck who you are. If your old lady hits you and you hit her back, you're a bitch. Walk the fuck away. Even if they say hurtful shit to you, try to walk the fuck away. Don't say no hurtful shit back because you don't mean it. You're just saying it because you're mad in the moment. Don't do it. Walk away. Sometimes being the bigger man helps because you're not going to mean what you say in the moment when you guys are arguing. You're just going to say it because you're mad. And then you can't pull it back in once you've said it.
Person's going to wind up.
That's why relationships fail, is because people get mad and they say hurtful things to each other. And once you say those things and they're out, you can't pull them back in. Just don't do it. Walk away. Take 5 seconds, cool off, and then come back and say, look, I don't want to argue. Can we just talk? Let's talk like human beings. Try to talk it out. If that's what you want to do, or just walk the fuck away and try to forget about it. Whatever your cup of tea is. Fucking Dr. Austin's here
Backing
to talk
away
to you
from
about
you.
this.
The more chaos you create, the faster they're going to disappear from your life. And I'll tell you another thing. Women have everything handed to them by the law.
See, by the
If they
law.
need something for food for their kids, they need shelter, if they need money to pay their bills. You know, a lot of guys don't have that kind of help.
Who gives a fuck? You're a man. Like it or not, you having that fucking twig and berries between your fucking legs means that you're looked at as not like a woman. Women are looked at, and I don't mean this any disrespect with any woman. I do not mean this way. If it comes out, women are naturally looked at as weaker than men. And that when you are, I'm not being sexist. I'm not. I don't believe that. But they're looked at as hey, they need help. They are not you, but you can get the same fucking help they can, Rich.
We're supposed to fight
So
our
a
own
woman with fucking 4 kids that's homeless don't deserve a house. Don't deserve to be put up.
way. We're not supposed to show emotion. We're not supposed to, be upset.
The emotion thing. If it's crying, you're the man. Be strong for your family, your spouse. No woman wants you to come in blubbering like you're fucking another girl. Be a man. Buck up. Be strong. That don't mean that you don't cry, even though I view fucking crying as a weakness. I will never cry in front of my sister, and I would damn sure try not to cry in front of my grandma, my grandpa. Shit happens. Be strong. You're a man. And if it's coming to fighting, and you're talking about showing emotions there, raw emotions where you say hurtful shit, that isn't okay. It isn't okay for your spouse to do it either. Again, walk the fuck away. Because once you say what's on your mind in the moment, you can't take it back and you don't mean it. You're just fucking mad.
We're supposed to be this hard ball that just keeps on
Exactly.
going like the ever ready bunny.
Yes. Somebody with your misogynistic views, you have misogynistic views from the 40s, but you have early 2000s fucking ideas of men and emotions. How do those two worlds collide? Like, you either view one way or you view this way. Those two worlds can't collide.
Right. But if she's been through a lot, fine. If you're setting forth what I call a foundation with this girl, okay, and you're telling her that you're not that kind of a person,
Prove it.
she needs to sit back, take that negative crap, leave it outside or something, do something with it besides bringing it in the middle of a relationship. Because the more she yells and screams at you and tries to control you and everything else, the worse your relationship's going to be. Nobody's going to want to deal with that. Nobody in their right mind would ever deal with that. And if they did, they'd be running for the hills.
No. Here's what you do. If you get, you'll know if a woman has a past because she'll tell you. And if that woman's been raped, beaten, abused, yelled at, you fight like hell every fucking day to show her you're not the man, the man that put her through that shit. Even if she don't have any fucking right to believe you. Let me ask you something, Rich. Hypothetically, if I was your spouse and I beat the fucking brakes off you every fucking day, beat you repeatedly, fucking called you every name in the book, fucking all that shit, and I fucking did it every single fucking day for we'll just go 2 years. One day you get the courage to leave me. Then you meet Joe Blow down the road, and Joe Blow tells you, I'm not the same as this person. She's just supposed to let all her guard just down because the dude prior to that, me, I didn't know. She at the beginning, she didn't know I was that type of way. So, Rich, how about instead of being this fucking prick, you put yourself in other people's shoes? Because I'm not a dog. I am not just loyal. I'm not a dog. You can't just beat the fuck out of me and I'm ready to kill for you again. You know how it works. You want that kind of loyalty, Rich? Get a dog. A dog is the only animal, the only thing I know on earth that you could literally roll up a newspaper, swat him on the butt, or on the butt, whatever, and knock the door, and that dog be ready to fucking kill for you. No humans like that. See what I mean? You're fucking delusional. No
Well,
wonder
you know
you
what the
haven't
thing
ever
is? It's
successful
like
relationship.
there are some women out there that do their part too. So I'm not going to sit there and totally dig on women because, like I said, there are some out there that are decent, man. They're not all bad, you know. Those those ones that are doing that freaking internet thing. What the hell is it?
Here we go.
What the hell is it called?
We're gonna talk about OnlyFans now, just so
Come on,
you're
guys,
aware.
help me out. What is it called? They have the things on TikTok all the time, and there's these guys that are asking these women questions. They're like
He knows damn well
posting stuff.
OnlyFans is.
That's it. That's it. You got it. You got it,
Keep in mind,
Tim.
this is where his pedo shit that
Yep.
came
And
out.
they all agree that they should actually be doing that all the time to make money. And if the guy can't handle it, then he shouldn't be with her. You know what? If you want to be that shallow and
That's not being shallow. Her body, her choice. If you can make money doing that, because it's not all OnlyFans women fucking fuck dudes. Some of them use toys. Some of them use whatever the fuck. Rich. And I'm not ashamed. I mean, I bought some OnlyFans subscriptions. Who cares? It's no different than buying porn, for God's sakes. So many dudes are awkward as fuck when it comes to topics like this. Like, who cares? You're a human. If she can make money in it, do it. Just like I said, I've dated two girls that did OnlyFans. And I was down for it. Like, let's make some videos. Let's do this shit. And we never did, but let's do this shit. Like, I'm not ashamed. Let's fucking film that shit. Hell, me and my first fucking girlfriend out of high school, dude, we were fucking doing shit, like making videos and shit like that. Like, come on, bro. That's what I mean, dude.
conceited Find
It's
yourself
not being
by
seen.
yourself. Period. If you can't
Rich,
control
I got something to tell you. There is no OnlyFans model because first of all, you shouldn't be fucking with OnlyFans because most of them are my age or younger. And I don't mean 14, I mean 18 to 30, roughly. There are some older ones from like 40 to 50, but that's besides the point. Even the older ones wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot fucking pole, bro.
yourself, don't expect to be controlling to anybody.
Who are you to tell a woman what she can do with her body? Who are you to do that? We're not talking about the one thing that everybody else talks about because I got my own opinions on that bullshit. We're talking about her selling her rose for money. That's her choice.
Else because they're not going
This
to
is
put up with
nothing
it.
new. People have been doing porn since the fucking 50s. Probably earlier than that.
Yep.
You're a fucking cockhold is what you are. And Rich,
Now,
Google what
see,
that
I'm
means.
old school. I was raised not to put my hands on a woman, and I never have. Not
Hang on.
once. I don't have any charges filed against me by anybody saying that I've, physically abused them or domestic
Hang on, man.
abuse or whatever. None of that. I've had a couple of them where they've actually tried to do it to themselves and try and put the blame on me. I'm not a violent person.
Y'all heard that. Right there. Read it and weep. Very bottom of the screen. Richard W. Furler. Violence. Domestic violence. Restraining order. Boom. You just admitted to it, Rich.
I mean, I have a temper. That's true. But I don't take it out with these. You know what I'm saying? I
No,
use
look,
this.
Rich, in my personal opinion, it wouldn't matter if you did that or you use this. You're not the type of dude that walk away. You're the type of dude that want to fucking vile and hateful fucking shit coming out of the mouth. That is just as bad as smacking a woman. Because it's not just domestic violence, physical violence, it's also verbal violence. What the fuck? Verbal abuse. There we go. That's the word I'm looking for. So abuser's abuser.
And if you're going to crap all over me, believe me, I'm going to defend myself
This is what I just
verbally.
said there. Yeah, look at this. Listen to this. You're a piece of shit, dude.
Only clams. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, who wants to pay $4.99 to see your cooter? Ha! Ridiculous. But that's the way the world is nowadays. That's what they think is important. So, that's what they do. No matter how wrong it is, it's when you see stuff like that, you think of the old chastity belt with the lock on it. You need to put that sucker back on them, because they don't seem to realize something. They're spreading STDs.
Oh my god. Wow. Wow.
Because they're not staying with one person. They're hopping.
You do understand two women scissoring each other can't necessarily give an STD, right? You need a man to usually pass around STDs. So men, if you want to be technical, men are who carry STDs. You want to be technical, you want to be sexist. Let's be sexist to both sides. Let's not just be sexist to the women. Also bring it to the men too.
From one to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next. Always looking for the bigger, better deal. Well, like the grass is green on the other side.
Yeah,
Okay,
your ex-wife still thinks the grass is greener on the other side.
whatever. Only clams. That was funny, Tim. I like that. Next easy pass. That's a good one too. Yeah, the thing is, like I said, with me, I've been single for 10 years. I have no desire to go on a date with anybody. I mean, I'm not the greatest looking guy now anyway.
Nobody wants
You
you,
know, once
Rich.
you
That's the
hit past
difference.
50 or
That's why
whatever,
you want to fuck
you
14 year
start
olds
falling apart.
and
Nobody
16
wants
year
to take
olds.
care of somebody. Not to that extent.
You are in your fucking fit. How is it my grandfather with fucking cancer is in better physical fucking condition than you? And he's worked harder fucking jobs than you have. You've been a PCA and a bus driver. He was actually a fucking maintenance man for years. Worked at the Coke plant here, and I'm not talking Coca Cola. I'm talking refining Coke. Coke, not cocaine. Coke. Like, Google it. Terre Haute Coke plant. How is that, Rich? If everybody's body fucking falls apart and turns on them to where you gain massive fucking weight and you became morbidly fucking obese. No, it's because you can't even know about that. Look, I'm 13 months because I like food. Curbing my diet and trying not to eat as much has been hard for me, Rich, but I'm doing it because I want to live.
So I try and do what
Be
I
real.
can do, but I have limitations. But, like I said, today's generation is not the same as it used to be. They say that, back in the day before women were able to vote and stuff like that, they didn't have any rights. Well, that might have been true, but they were also treated a lot better too, in a lot of instances. Some of them,
So women, you shouldn't have the right to vote because before you had the right to vote, it was better for you.
no, that's a given, but some of them, yes. You know, it all depends on the person that they're with. Yeah, that's it. You're thinking of what was it, Jack Nicholson in what the hell was it, The Bucket List? I think it was when he says, "I think of a man and I take away accountability," and what the hell's the other one? Um, he says two of them, but he couldn't be more spot on, as far as those things go. And it's like, look, I'm sorry. There's more to this world than just a female's body. There's more to this world than just making money. There's more to this world than just sitting there busting your hump all the time. Sometimes you have to give yourself a break. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to stop and not a guy smelling roses or anything, but kind of thinking of some of the things that you used to do when you were a kid. That you enjoyed, that kind of stuff. Even if you go for a walk by yourself, just to rationalize things out in your own head. You know what I mean? Sometimes that can do a wonderful um, way of helping you out, mentally, and it may keep your head on a little bit straighter. When you see these things, a lot of guys don't speak on them. They don't speak on them when they're being abused by somebody and stuff, and they should. I'm not saying put your hands on them. That's a no
No,
no.
because you look like
You keep
Richie
your
goes
hands
jail.
off a woman because your father and everybody else's father from time period when I grew up and stuff, your parents are always like, you never put your hands on a woman. But the problem is a
No, no,
lot of
no, 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 no. According to you, that this documentation is your fucking father. According to you, this is your dad. So you didn't grow up in a home where your father said, "Don't hit your wife." And in fact, your dad, would you say, was an abusive fucking prick that would beat the fuck out of your mom. No, no, because it's not your father on paper. It's you.
mothers don't tell their daughters you don't have a right to put your hands on a man either. You know,
Look, if your wife hauls back and fucking punches you in the, that does not give you the right to go. You're a man. You are still physically fucking stronger than her. You are still physically strong. You can hurt a woman. But Rich, don't let you, especially with that big ass ego you got that we're slowly gnawing at. You're not that. A woman says anything that attacks your ego, it's on. So you're gonna want to rah because you're a fucking pathetic little man, child.
Well, that's like some young kid trying to fight somebody that's my age or older. That's not something you do. You know what I mean? That's what we call lowest form of respect. And when they're like that,
Look, dude, I don't give a flying fuck. Respect is earned. Respect is earned, not given. Rich, your parents should have taught you that. You earn respect. You don't naturally just walk in a room and get respect. You earn that shit through showing your character and who you are as a person. That's when you have the
then that
respect.
means that they haven't been brought up properly.
Yeah. Shouldn't run your fucking mouth. You don't want your clock cleaned.
So that's all I'm saying. Yeah. Yeah, the government sends you to war. You don't have a right in that. I think a woman actually has more of a judgment call
Dude,
on
see,
themselves going to
this,
war than a man.
dude, you do understand the draft hasn't been a thing since I think the 60s. Let me Google that because fucking, what do you mean as a man you don't have a choice to go into the military? What the fuck do you mean? I know it's before 1974 because my grandpa got to choose to go in the military. 73. June 30th, 1973 was the last year for the military draft. Since 1973, it's been nothing but your choice to go into the military. And in fact, when my grandpa joined the United States Army, because that's what he was an Army, he was an engineer, and he was 101st Airborne, Vietnam era. Never saw in country, never saw combat, nothing like that. It was Vietnam era. As a matter of fact, when you joined for I think it's the span was 3 years. I don't know if this is still a thing, but when he joined, you joined for like 3 years. You got to pick your job. Can't remember if it was where you stationed, but I know for sure it was your job, what you wanted to do. Whether you wanted to be a grunt, whether you wanted to be, which is a grunt is infantry. Call them grunts. I'll tell you guys a fun. I'll tell you guys a funny story about that in a minute. Engineer, mechanic, your job, cook. So my grandfather one day, him and a bunch of guys were in a truck, and I forgot. I think they were heading out to the field, heading back in, and there's a infantry marching in, and they're all dirty and sweaty, rug packs, and my grandpa and his unit are in the back of a truck going out because they didn't march really anywhere. Or they weren't marching that day, and everybody when the infantry went by, everybody went grunt 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 grunt. And later that night, these fucking infantry guys came out to where Grandpa and them were camping at, the station at, and I guess beat the fucking tar out of everybody in the platoon for doing that. Because I guess infantry don't like to be called grunts, which I get it, I get it. I just cool story. I got to get Grandpa's stories on camera. You guys are gonna love them. They're fucking awesome.
Man does, you know. And then of course you got to realize how many guys are killing themselves every day. You know, whether because they can't deal with things in life, or their girl that they loved or whatever cheated on them or treated them like garbage, or some guys just don't want to deal with it anymore, and they give
Look,
up. They throw in the towel.
as somebody that had contemplated that action, and when his mom died, understand that if you commit suicide, you are very selfish. Talk to somebody. People care about you. People love you. Talk. And if it's because your wife, girlfriend, spouse cheated on you, go fuck her best friend. Don't kill yourself. Go fuck her best friend. Video that shit and send it to her. Because I'm that petty. I'll be real. I am that petty. Girlfriend breaks up with me, cheats on me, I'm gonna fuck your sister in the video and send it to you. I'm just that petty. I'm just that type of dude. Don't give a fuck. I'm that type of dude. Call me petty. Call me what you want. What you want.
That's it. That's not to
Don't
say that
kill
they're weak
yourself.
or anything, but yes, in a certain way they are because they allowed that to affect them, you know.
What do you look? It's selfish, not weak. Rich, understand this. If you are contemplating that, you feel there is no other option in that moment. You are dealing with a level, and I only speak from my personal experience, you are dealing with a level of pain, and you just want it to end. When my mom passed and I lost my girl, the level of loss and pain that I felt, I just wanted to stop. I didn't care. I just wanted it to stop. I didn't want to. That's something you will never know, Rich. It's a pain that if you're contemplating, you're dealing with some serious fucking shit. Or in your head it is. And I'll say it's the only fucking reason that I'm still here is because of my family. Because I thought of my grandpa finding like that. I couldn't do it to him. My mom would have been so fucking ashamed of me. It doesn't make you weak to kill yourself. It doesn't make you weak to do that. That doesn't make you weak. It makes you selfish. But you are also loved. Reach out to somebody. Talk. There's a hotline. Talk to them. Talk. Do not pick. And some is not saying this. Do not pick permanent solution for temporary problems. Life does get better. And if it's because of a loss, you lost your dad, your mom, and you're thinking, I'm not gonna lie to you, it doesn't get better. You just learn to deal with the pain. It'll always be there. Same with the loss of a child, through whatever the circumstances. You don't get over that. Just learn to deal with the pain and the sorrow from it. It does not make you weak. It just means that you're going through something that you don't see another option. And there is other options. God, Rich, you're fucking such a POS.
Like, let's just put it this way: through all the hell that I've been through, I should literally be in a worse position than I am right now.
Look, I have dealt with some serious loss, just like everybody else has. I have thought about that. Well, like I said, I've never thought about it. I've never went to do it. Not gonna lie. It's his argument is redundant. What he should be saying right now is if you have thoughts of like this and it does not make you weak, reach out for help. People love you. People care about you. People want you here.
A lot worse. But the thing is that I've chosen to put those things that have happened to me in
You've chosen to be pathetic, to be a little fucking weasel. Never once have you said there's a hotline. Reach out, call people, talk to people. You're a misogynistic fucking loser.
my life on the back burner and not allow it to affect my everyday life. If it's the past,
So what you're saying is the things that you've been through should make you want to fucking suck start something? No, Rich. Losing your stepson, as you call him, should have done that to you. If you had any love for that kid at all, any love, dude. The moment you had to say your final goodbye should have ripped your fucking heart out of your chest while it was still bleeding. And I mean that personally. It when I lost Mikey, it it done something to me. It's a pain I've never felt. I lost the loss. I don't get how dudes like you can have kids and just oh well, here you go. Your stepson reached out, you never reach back out to him. Like who does that? You were that kid's dad. The first time I got called dad, it melted my fucking heart. Was I happy with his mom? No. I was miserable most of the relationship, but I stuck around because it wasn't giving up. And until the day I told him goodbye, I didn't give up on him. I put my own happiness aside because I'm a man. If you have a son or a daughter or a kid and your kid needs you, you put your own fucking happiness to the side. I don't give a fuck. I would have done that shit for 18 fucking years. Dude's like, ooh, Rich, I fucking hate you. I
Leave it in
physically
the
hate you.
past, you know? And if it's the future, you do your best to, make the best of it. That's all I can say.
You don't know what it's like. You don't have it in you to love somebody unconditionally, whether it be a spouse, your child. You were like Barry. You don't have it in you to love somebody, to put your own ego, your own fucking feelings, your own fucking just you aside and love somebody. To where if it came down to it, you would fucking literally take a bullet for them. You would cut your own fucking arm off. You would give them your fucking heart, your lungs, whatever it took. And I'm not talking just like having a kids like that. Your spouse, your parents. If dad right now, I don't give a fuck, needed a liver, would give him mine in a fucking heartbeat. Whether he said not to or not. Me and dad may not agree on lots of things, and I may not agree with every fucking thing he does. Still my dad. I would still give anything to keep him here. Send my grandpa, send my sister, send my mom. Say to this day, if my ex spouse came here and said, "Hey, look, our boy needs a heart transplant. Let's do it. I got you." To the day and I'll stand on this, to the day I draw my last breath, he will always be my son. Even if I never see him again, he will always have a special place in my heart. You walked away from that. You're a pathetic fucking piece of shit. You want to talk about weak? You're weak. You don't know what it's like to love somebody unconditionally with all your sexist talk like women should have a chastity belt. But who the fuck are you?
Well, I have no idea what time it is. I hate that YouTube does this.
All right, he's done talking sexist shit. I'm off here. I need to go take a break from YouTube for a minute because this kind of just fucking irked me. And I hope you guys enjoyed this hour video because it's been an hour long. But hey, thank you guys for stopping in. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate every single one of you guys. My name is Austin. My dad's name is Shaq. We review locales like this fucking loser. To any women out there, I'm gonna say it again. I'm sorry that he said this. To anybody, man or woman, thinking about permanent solutions for temporary problems, please reach out. There's a hotline. You have find a family member, find go to church if you believe in that stuff. Do whatever you can. People love you. People want you here. And Rich, fuck you, you piece of shit. Fuck you. I, dude, I would hate to be you, bro. Hate to be you.